We got Monica here from Public Parking. How's it going these days with public parking?
These days have been going really nice. I've been going through some physical therapy on my right ankle because I broke it on both sides, and
On both
I'm doing a
sides,
lot
wow.
better. Yeah,
Where did you do this? On stage?
I wish.
Oh,
No, actually, I did this at home.
okay.
Just slip and fall in the middle of the night in my kitchen.
Wow.
Good old water leak in front of my fridge. So yeah.
Now this does this make the voice more aggressive now?
Maybe the emotions behind it.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause I'd much rather. I'm so active when I'm on stage, so it's irritating when I get to go on stage and I have to sit down for the most part. Because I can stand on one leg, no problem, but it just bothers me that I can't just like run around and jump and this and that, you know.
Now how long is this gonna last until you're 100% again?
I'm not sure. You know, my physical therapist says that it looks like I'm advancing a lot faster than most people in my situation, but they say it could be 6 months since May 1st when it happened, or it could be for the rest of my life.
Wow.
It just depends on how things grow with my bone structure down there.
Well, we'll hope that you get 100% on that. So
Me too.
now let's go to music for a second. You got a new album coming out anytime soon, or are you still promoting your other one?
Well, we are always promoting Pavlov's dog.
This summer, you guys playing any concerts?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, aside from a lot of the local shows like July 9th, we're going to be playing at Cameron's here in Flint. We're going to be playing this annual show that all ages can come to, which is the Flint Rock Fest.
Right.
And that is always the first Saturday of August. We play at the Kersley Park, and we play that. That's like an all-day event starting at noon. And usually there's about 16 bands usually, and this year we have a lot of national acts, which is going to be pretty nice. And then after that, I think it's Labor Day weekend. There's a 3-day event called DM3, and that's going to be also something you can look on our website to find like directions and stuff here in Michigan to find out all the several bands that are going to be playing that.
Now, Monica, you guys film your concerts at all for a possible DVD in the future or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, we film a lot of our live shows just for the potential of it going on YouTube, or if we use it for like a musical video one way or another. But, you know, it's just to have for keepsake just in case something comes up and we're like, hey, we need some live footage. Okay, well, we have it on hand. So we just make sure that we always just videotape anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea in 2010 to start filming, all those concerts and stuff. You never know when you get something good.
Absolutely.
Considering iPhones and all that, those applications makes it so easy for anyone to film too.
Yeah, absolutely right. Good that way, because then you get tons of different angles, and you can fit and edit everything in for like a regular video too. And it's always good to have on hand.
And did you happen to see the quality of these cameras? I mean, on the iPhones and iPods, they're incredible.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and once we get them all back, where the whole band can sit down and watch what kind of footage we've got from different, phones or video cameras or people that have been there at the live show and that recorded on their own as a fan, we'll edit and put it all together. And it's like, it's pretty impressive, actually. I mean, with technology today, it's just amazing and very vintage sometimes.
How do you guys write your songs, your song structures, and who deals with all that stuff?
Well, we all put in our own part. Sometimes it's just one person. Sometimes it's all of us together, just making stuff up as we go at practice. And I don't know, it really bases off a mood that any one of the 5 of us are feeling. And we just roll with it. But usually I don't write lyrics. I mean, I write lyrics all the time, but it's not necessarily based off any music in particular. It's just something that I hear in my head. But most of the time, the guys will write music, and once they come up to something structured and it's powerful, then I will listen to how that song makes me feel, and then I'll write lyrics to it based off of that. I mean, we always, everybody has conflicts, and you always have to compromise. But, it's nothing that we get into fights or anything like that about. Everybody knows that in order to make a family work is based off compromise. Yeah, you're always going to argue, and yeah, you're always going to be a little disappointed every now and then, but for the most part, as long as everybody winds up being happy for the most part, that's all that matters, and that's how it winds up working good for us. And what works out great for us is that we all have the same thought pattern because we're growing musically together through all of this, because we've been doing this for 7 years now, so we're kind of like on the same thought pattern, musically. So most of the time we get along and understand what music works best for us.
What would you say your main influences for you are?
My main influences is, well, if you mean influences in general, it's basically everything that happens to me in my life. A broken heart, a death, situations that happen to me between family, friends, lovers, what have you. If you're talking influences musically, I respect a lot of musicians like OTEP, Evanescence, a little bit there, Lacuna Coil, a lot of different varieties of music in general, because my choice of what you would put on my personal playlist would be like a variety depending on what kind of mood I'm in. So everything that's influencing me in general is everything that happens to me in my life and how I want to express it musically through that.
And so to return back for this summer's plans is basically touring some great concerts and filming some shows, I'm sure. And no works yet for the album, you said, or is there?
We will be going this fall into the recording studio to make our second album. We do have new music that we have that we plan to get that down. But we don't want to jump into the recording studio until we feel more tight with the music. We feel good about it right now. We know where it's headed, but we really want to just screw the screws in tight enough so it sounds perfect in our minds.
Well, that's awesome. Monica, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and wish you luck and success with Publik Parking.
Thank you very much.